Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the Final Fantasy X event, Dreaming's End. This is an event that mainly surrounds major interactions that Titus and Yuna have over the course of the game. Interacting with characters, meeting new characters, and very significant moments. It also introduces something new to events, but more on that way later. Anywho, we're going to get this night started off with the boss rush. Another boss rush that involves a ranged enemy, so it does have that trickiness once again. You need to bring ranged attacks to hit Sin, at least in the start of the fight, until he comes in close. And then you're pretty much, you're good to go. That said, the first form, the Sin Core and Sin Spawn Genius, are fairly simple. The Sin Spawn's weak to fire. You need to take out the Sin Spawn before you can fight the core. But it's not resistant to silence or slow, so you can go with that if you want. But really, just need to beat it before it counters too many times. Sin isn't too complex. It's just a time limit fight, that's it. He tries to slow you down. Other than that, it's not very complex. You gotta lower his resistance. So, half this team is ranged, and half is very melee focused. We're gonna wait for Sin to pull in the second phase, and then sort of unleash on him. And in the first phase, we're not really restricted at all, so we can just go to town. Anything interesting on the bottom? And nothing special. Let's give it another refresh. Nope. One more refresh. Ooh, wait, who's that? Hell yeah. Yeah, 10 is extremely, hey, where's the follow? 10 is extremely water focused. In fact, I think a majority of my water damage that I have in relics comes from 10. Which is mainly, Titus and Pain. A lot of the water abilities get introduced with 10, except for Chain Water Aga. That's actually going to get released in a 5 event, if I remember right. But anywho, let's get moving along. We got early fights to beat down before we get to the fun stuff. Yeah, seriously, it took them long enough. They released like almost every other chain element before releasing water. Took way too long. Alright, so as stated, oh, hello. I forgot I was doing something before and up my speed. This is, for the most part, a fairly simple fight. Once we get our defenses up, it is just a matter of beating down these two boys. That's about it. Bottom one's weak to fire. Top one will just throw out elemental spells. If you want, I didn't even get the good animation. Damn. Maybe next time. I lost my sharing of thought completely. It's just gone. It just left me forever. Oh, if you want, you can bring Magic Lord to this fight, and that completely negates anything this this top boy does. Since I'm fairly sure all it does is cast single target magic. But just like that, I think we're already done. Plain and simple. The top boss actually has lower HP, since both bosses together are supposed to be their sort of HP pool. So if you can take out the bottom one, a roaming warrior OSB can probably nuke that top one really fast. Okay, Sin. So, Sin's main gimmick is... yeah, he powers up very slowly. Luckily, we do have moves that can hit him from very far away and bring him in much closer to us. See if I need to cast this right away. Yes. Oh, nope, he's drawing in. Hopefully this doesn't murder him, because we do actually need to lower his resistance, and the only person that can do that is Waka with full break. Wow, I got it again. Yeah, so, I'll explain almost Mega Flare and why I actually took it, because the animation on it is really good. There is a slight chance that it doesn't land on Bahamut on the last thing, and in that Setzer comes down out of nowhere and just sort of slams the tile to Bahamut, and instead the break does about twice as many more hits. I think it does 14 instead of 7. We're going to be seeing a lot of Gun today. After last week, I kind of fell in love with Gun. The Gun is in fact good, as it turns out. Alright, first one down. Next one's a new boss though. I'm not exactly sure how this boss plays out. I did it on the alt, but honest to God, was still a little confused by it. That's fine. Gun is very situational. I do not recommend investing highly in Gun. So, see more Omnis. So, elemental weakness and attacks change based on the innermost color of the metamorphasms behind him. When they're red, he attacks with Chain Fire Aga and absorbs fire but is weak to ice. So on and so forth as you go down the line. The ones in the center are what he casts, and he's weak to the ones on the outside. if I let me look at the diagram. Yes. So here we have fire. On the outside is ice. Lightning on the right. I'm looking at the bottom wheel right here. Lightning on the right. Water on the left. I guess purple is water. Either way. The big thing here is to exploit his weakness to ice, lower his defense, before he uses Ultima 5 times. An interesting thing is that he is immune to attack and magic debuffs. So you actually have to pay attention to what he's doing. However, a particular balance around the right stats and the right combination of abilities can allow to ignore that. So Lulu is equipped with fire and ice, so no matter what he switches to, she can hit him. Vraska has lightning, but will be summoning Unite OSB, so we'll be able to attack no matter what, and the top two don't give a crap. War and Magic will deal with the majority of his abilities. Yeah, I too hope that debuff immunity doesn't show up too often. Ironically, the only 2 times it's shown up in a event is 10 events, actually. Maybe because said bosses were immune to breaks in the original game as well. Fun fact, the Japanese version of this stage was called Eternal Calm instead of Rest Eternal. So, if you were worried about the elemental thing, it seems that he always starts in water, or fire. So you will always be able to hit him with his ice weakness. I've always been a really big fan of the Versus Seymour music. So, as stated, not entirely complex as long as you understand the gimmick and have contingencies for all your characters so that they'll be able to deal damage no matter what. In this situation, if you were to switch to lightning or water, Lulu could still attack, and if you switch to fire, or to ice, she has fire, and in fire she has ice. Seymour can hit a weakness. This is his transition thing. So he starts off by casting a Dispel on everyone, and immediately after that is going to hit you with the big bomb. Good to get that Shelga right back up, because the big thing that he's going to hit you with is Ultima. Perfect timing. We all took it like champs. Now, I think the next thing in his AI routine is actually to change weakness, but in actuality, it's to die. No! Also, yeah, I saw that Squall fight. I kind of like that gimmick. It's very reminiscent of Ultimate Weapon, Ultimate Weapon, where you just had a 7-turn or 13-turn limit. And finally, we have Upon Great Shoulders. It is Brass's final Aeon. Just moving along through the end game here. This is a very dumbed down version of the Brass's final Aeon fight, in that he still does the overdrive gimmick, but he hits way weaker, and you really want to focus on power, breakdown, and full break, since those attacks pierce. Note, he does have a magic attack, so you do want to lower his magic as well. However, full break will just get you the full Monty. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, a one-time thing. It's an interesting gimmick. If it does become a way too often thing, I'm sure Dina will hear from their fans, and they will probably stop it. Why do you still have armor breakdown? There we go. So, pretty basic loadout here. We got protection up top, damage, debuffing, damage, and buffing, and healing buffing down bottom. All fairly simple. Brass's final Aeon has never been an entirely complex fight, but still always a tricky one if you're not prepared, since he does have those piercing attacks. Luckily, he does extremely telegraph those, so even if you don't have the debuffing to mitigate it, you can entirely just defend. Wordy thing. What you have there is what I refer to as hyper break, because it's full break plus 1. Yes, it stacks. Whoever that is, you should probably work into being your support in most fights. So, everybody else pretty much has a turn to do, or a job to do on turn 1. We do want Braska, when his turn comes around, to use the Roaming Warrior, because we want him to have that nice stacking buff to work with Swift Spell. Whereas everybody else kind of can get by with whatever side buff they get from it. Oh, there we go. this song is something, I'll give you that much. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sometimes you set somebody up for greatness, and they meet your expectations. Casually doing 35,000 is whatever. So, Brass's Final Aeon has overdrives that he does. Not seen here because he just got dunked on. I frequently forget that they upped the attack cap, and then I'm always like pleasantly reminded of just like, oh no, people can just be stupid now. I'm like, oh fuck right, people can be stupid. You're right, game. Shit. So, ultimates are here. You know them, you love them. Ultimates, same as always. Yeah, people can just be stupid now. Cloud USB, hold my beer. You may notice something different in the text here. Don't worry about that too much. Instead, look at this, a shiny new toy. Yeah, Godspeed. I won't be pulling on either of the banners. My 10 coverage is pretty good. Anything that I would get, I can just get from lucky draws, fests, if I need anything extra. But my coverage is pretty great. I have a lot of synergy weapons, and I have a good deal of armor. Either way, Worm in the Desert. So, one very nice thing that they have done with this update is Memory Crystal 3s are now on the Ultimates. Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever pulled on a 10 banner. I could be wrong, but yeah. Anyway, Memory Crystal 3s are now on the Ultimate fights, so if you've been having trouble breaking into the higher difficulties, a little bit of help has come your way. Sandworm is pretty much the same fight that we have dealt with in the past with Sandworm. He will eat somebody and then regurgitate them, and they get slowed. That's the nitty-gritty of it. Let me see. Yes, so you have to hit it with its weakness in order for them to get ejected. Nice! Nice Razzmatazz. The other big thing is Ultimate Earthquake, which ignores resistance. So, stock up on Earth Resist accessories. You need to lower its magic and hit its ice and water weakness. As such, let's go to the team. Is Twin Lance Kamari's BSB? If so, nice. Double BSBs. Oh, it's only a super. Oh, right. I think... Yeah. It's still very nice. Magic Blink with damage. Good for Sid missions. Whoops. Just put my cup down on a pencil. So, here in the realm of really good free synergy weapons, we have a lot of Earth Resist. We have Engulfing Twin Strike and Snow Spell Strike up top. Bartz will be stealing into Blizzaga Strike. Onion Knight will be debuffing. Kuja and Selfie will be buffing, and then Kuja is going to go to town with Swift Spell, as always. We are going to hold off initially on hitting that Roaming Warrior button because somebody will get devoured, and we need to cure them of their slow. Or I could just not get an Onion Knight. Sure. There we go. Come on, PA. Ooh. So, while okay. Take this with a grain of salt because a Hyper Break is still extremely good. It's still fantastic. Mustadio is more of a offensive support because I don't think he actually gets support 5. However, he does get support 4, which covers a wide range of abilities, and he does get that Machinist 5, which now is pretty decent with Tempest Snipe and Tempest Snipe. But yes, Mustadio, a pretty alright character. I wouldn't use him without a relic, but with a relic, I would use him. Better than some characters like Irvin. He doesn't get Machinist. Oh, right. Deep Blue happened. Which is a sharpshooter ability. That's single target damage. You're right, it's good on Riku. And now we play the waiting game. I'll give him one more turn. I could do that. There we go. Alright, so Onion Knight is currently engulfed. We hit, regurgitate, they take a little damage, and they're slowed down. That is this fight. Every now and then, the boss does a couple of other abilities that do various things, AoE, earth damage, but that's about it. It's not super complex. And then we've hit our conditions. So next time Guja gets a turn, we're going to go Hog Wild. It should be noted that anybody who is currently swallowed can't get hit by buffs. So you do want to try and work the timing of your buffs around that. And it should also be noted that somebody who is swallowed can't be healed, but is still auto-targeted by heals if they have the lowest HP. In my book, that is slightly frustrating. We have not actually seen Ultimate Earthquake yet. We've just been getting hit by normal earthquakes. Ultimate should hit a good deal harder. Though... Oh shit! Getting swallowed purges all your buffs, doesn't it? It's not just you don't have buffs anymore, or you don't get buffs, you don't have buffs. I was a little wrong on that, I apologize. Well, Unite is beefy, so I'm not going to need to refresh the Protect on him. Of course he gets nailed again. Onion may go down. Luckily none of my DPS has gotten eaten, so we're staying very aggressive on this boss. And we're going to win without even seeing Ultimate Earthquake, it seems like. Yeah, you're seeing there, Onion Knight is taking slightly more damage, and he doesn't have any of his buffs anymore. Wow, what a rude mechanic. Well, boss down. So, as part of the reformation of event bonus battles, the Ultimate Double Plus has been moved down, and the Ultimate Plus no longer exists. We jump right into the Double Plus. The Double Plus is now the Sin mission as well, however, it does reward one extra orb. So, take that to heart. First up is Spheromorph. So, Spheromorph's gimmick, as always, is shifting. Its weakness. However, in this, similar to the previous event, at least what I could gather from videos that I watched, Spheromorph here is a weakness rotation. Once again, it goes lightning to fire to water to ice back to lightning. I want to say, like, 90%. I'm 90% sure that's what it does. It does have a counter to physical attacks. So, lightning to water to fire to ice. Oh, it fucking says it right there. Okay. Lightning to water to fire to ice. Got it. That's about it. It attacks you with a few physical attacks. It will actually counter with a physical attack if you hit it with a physical attack about 20% of the time. There you go. It counters physical attacks with single target magic attacks and black and white magic with a magic attack that hits the whole party, so stay on your toes. The conditions are to hit it with lightning, water, and fire. It doesn't say when it's vulnerable, but you don't want to hit it when it's not vulnerable. The nice thing is that, again, it's fairly predictable. Lightning, water, fire, ice. Lightning, fire, water, ice. Lightning, fire, water, ice. So, let me tell you about guns. Up top, you got the Lita with water and fire. Lightning. Which, maybe not the best idea because those involve him going twice in a row. However, Tempest Shot Snipe is the only one of that type, and Alphanod. There isn't a, we don't have Chain Water Gun, you know? But either way, this is pretty alright. Equip accessories that hit multiple resistances. Gigas Armlet is a little risky here, all things considered. However, not a terrible idea. Anywho. It should be noted, I have dual cast record material on people. If I proc a dual cast on like the first hit, because alright, it rotates every 2 hits. That's something I didn't emphasize yet. So if you proc on the first hit, it will rotate after the second hit. And if you proc it on the second hit with your first hit, the second hit will hit not the right element. So note that. Alright. We're starting in lightning. The very nice thing is Alphanod can still take advantage of a lot of the things that Alphanod can take advantage of. If that makes any sense for you. Once it gets done with that, we're going to use the Onion BSB, and we'll get this train rolling. Not a terrible idea, though I didn't do it, to use your Roaming Warrior Hastaga first, just because it gets the rest of your damage going way faster. We should just have the leader defend. I'm not going to say this isn't a tricky fight, because it is. Especially if he decides to do the thing that I said that he doesn't do. Or you shouldn't worry about. Come on now. Well, the nice thing is that there'll be... Oh, I messed up the order. Wait. Alright, Gigas Armless may be a really bad idea. This may be a regroup. I may have drastically underestimated Spheromorph. We have good damage. Everything else is a little bit of a mess. So he switches to water. Why was he... I thought Spheromorph was only supposed to attack with the element that it was in. Or something. Oh yeah. Alright, so this, at the very least, burns the boss down extremely fast. Alright, we lost Onion Knight, but we should be fine. That's just less people you have to heal, right? That's always the mentality. I am going to put the footnote here of bring Gigas armlets at your own risk. I would not super recommend them, but they exist. Come in handy for situations like that. That's for sure. Alright, ultimate press. You have made your point. I understand. I will back off. Please don't kill Delita. Me and the Orb have come to an agreement. Worked. Kind of. Yeah, ultimate press is extremely scary. I kind of don't recommend the Gigas armlets now. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but poofa, nope, don't like it. Alright. Here it is. So, with this event, they've added a new difficulty level. And it's Apocalypse Plus. These boys here, well, lady and boys, have a combined 550,000 HP. Let's go through each mode. I don't even need to show off the words to explain it. Valfor here has no elemental weaknesses, has the lowest HP, but no elemental strengths. Valfor has a standard physical attack that it can use, Sonic Wings, that will inflict slow 100% of the time, unless you have status reducing accessories equipped. At 50%, Valfor will use an AoE slow. This is also physical, so you can utilize Blink to evade it if you have it. That's about it for Valfor. Lowest HP of the group, 136,000. Ifrit has about 180. Alright, wait. Valfor is 136. Ifrit is 186. So an extra 50,000 there. Ifrit has a weakness to ice, 50% weakness, a slight weakness, not the full 200%, or full 100% plus. It's 150 instead of 200. There we go. On top of that, he has a piercing attack, fire elemental of course, and absorbs fire damage. One moment. That's about it. He's not too special. He's the least dangerous out of the group. Though you do need your defenses up for him. Ixion is the most painful here, coming in at a full 280,000 HP. On top of that, at 100%, 70%, and 40% health, Ixion will use an AoE physical dispel. I emphasize physical because, again, with physical blink, you can dodge it. They can also periodically use a single target version of this attack. Ixion absorbs lightning damage and is weak to water. Welcome to the New Age. I should emphasize something very specific. As with most new difficulties, Dina fucked up majorly and overtuned the first couple bosses versions of this. By the fourth event that involves this, I will say it has been toned down to a reasonable level, but these first couple are going to be a massive headache. Also, on top of this, I spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff. Multiple days watching videos. And a literal 2-hour session of just talking with Crumb in the chat about the fight. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that these are impossible to do without soul breaks. They have clearly toned up these bosses for later game players to utilize all their cool little tools that they've acquired. So, I mean, I gotta do that if I'm gonna clear the fight. That said, it wouldn't be a newbie stream if I didn't hamper myself in one way or another. I'm going to limit myself to only unique and super soul breaks. No bursts, no OSBs, no USBs. We're going to cut back a little bit, at least for the first couple of attempts. If it does not seem possible with that limitation, I'm going to have to delve a bit deeper. But for now, I would like to see if it's possible with only super soul breaks. We didn't crunch the numbers 100% because how can you with super soul breaks? When you incorporate soul breaks, I mean, you really can't crunch numbers 100%. But I'd like to do it with only super soul breaks. This, of course, does give me access to stuff like Shout, and I will be using Sentinel Grimoire. Because I couldn't figure out a strategy that didn't involve me bringing Sentinel Grimoire. Like, even as a roaming warrior, I couldn't figure out a strategy. So, conditions are simple at very least. You have to lower Valfor's magic, hit Ifrit with ice, and hit Ixion with water. Let's look at the team. Oh, I should also emphasize I have taken off the limiters on equipment. I am using whatever the fuck I want. So, Pain is up top. Going to be our initial kind of damage dealer, and in the final phase, our extreme damage dealer with Engulfing Twin Strike and her Super Soul Break, Liquid Steel. This will give me a good head start on that, and hey, yeah, that should be pretty good. Tyro, or in this case Newbie, coming along as our secondary damage dealer with Saint's Cross and Sapphire Shot for the final phase. Again, final phase does have the most HP, so I want to put the biggest hurt down on that as possible. You will be bringing along Sentinel Grimoire. Ignis has Power Breakdown, and Shelga. The lowest uses out of the team, coming as more of a defense boy than a damage dealer. Speaking of which, he will be bringing along Gaia's Vengeance and Earth Ward. Gaia's Vengeance gonna help out a bit later in the fight, just for damage and eating some hits when necessary. Earth's Ward, very good for that Dispel, so that Yuna here doesn't have to recast Protectka. Ramza, coming along with Magic Breakdown and Full Break, bringing along his signature move, Shout. And bring up the rear is Yuna as our designated healer with my favorite Medica, Miracle Veil. So that's our lineup. Ramza will be starting with Shout and Tyro, Sentinel Grimoire. Hopefully I can keep those two up as need be. One thing that will be new to these videos is getting soul breaks back up. That's not really something that we've experienced too often. So will be interesting, to say the least. I should emphasize that you should prioritize dual resistances between fire and lightning for obvious reasons. And if you can't bring a dual resistance, bring lightning, because you'll be in that final phase longer and the damage there is higher. I should show off stats. I'm just sort of having a realization that should really chop together the soul breaks people are. Would Runic help at all here? No. They cast no actual typed black magic spells. Our roaming warrior, since I will be taking the usuals into this, it's going to be something a little different. Right here. We're taking Evelyn Doppelganger. As stated before, both the slow and the dispel are typed physical. They're not, mind you, but they are physical damage. So, with a blink, you will be able to avoid them altogether and not suffer the downsides. I'm sorry, DT. I would go for yours. Oh, were you? Oh, shit! Yeah, fuck, yeah. Lucky Charm. Sorry, DT, I didn't see it. I literally did not see it. I thought it was another Onion Knight. I was actually hoping, like, come on, DT. Please, DT, show up. I need a good luck charm in this, the new age. Welcome to it. So for those of you who didn't know about the new difficulty, and now you realize why I started the stream off with a very silent fuck and nothing else. I didn't actually fuck everything up. I've actually just been stressing about this for about the last 4 hours, or whenever I actually, 3.5, when I got off the call with Crumb. Yeah, there's no easy way to do that, is there? I can do intros to these. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Oh, nice. You have tweaks ready? Cool. Rad. Good. That actually alleviates some of the stress in the back of my mind that we do have backups. Anywho, a new age requires a new intro to fights, so. Hey there. Nah, I don't like that. Hi, so if you couldn't tell from the video title, or if you're watching the whole stream, you already know this, but we have a new difficulty type, and the bar has been set way higher than the previous stuff, to the point where I do not believe it's actually possible to no soul break or only medica these fights anymore. The damage output of these is off the charts, and the damage that they want from you is actually ridiculous. I believe we have a combined HP here of something along the lines of very close to 600,000 HP. As such, new limiter on these videos. I am allowing myself any equipment that I can scrounge up, and up to super soul breaks. No bursts, at least at the start. No bursts, no OSBs, no USBs, no limit chains, even though I don't have any of those. I don't have any USBs either. Either way. And a good example here is this will allow me to go through and show off each person. So, Pain is bringing her Liquid Steel, which is a multi-hit that will in-water her, very good for Ixion. Tyro is coming with Sentinel Grimoire. If I can Roaming Warrior that, I will, but I actually couldn't find a way to Roaming Warrior that and still have a feasible strategy. Ignis is going to have Gaia's Vengeance to help him tank a couple extra hits, and Earth's Ward for the dispels on Ixion. Ramza is coming with Shout for our haste and our damage up, and Yuna is coming with my favorite medica in the game, Miracle Veil. Our Roaming Warrior will be Evelyn Doppelganger to deal with those nasty debuff scripted attacks that these bosses will do. And without any further vamping, let's get to it. My chest hurts. Like, really bad. It's just a very stressful feeling right now. I gotta fucking think. I'm just sitting here like, wait, what was I gonna fucking do? Deep breaths. You're starting off easy, I appreciate that. Is everybody really protected? Are we good? The start with taunt is really fucking helping on Ignis, so I'm very happy that I came up with that idea. Hoofa! The numbers are less than big. Well, we got our defenses covered. Pretty stellar. The hope is that a lot of this stuff can at least get us through to Ifrit. And at that point, we can decidedly go a little bit more all out. It might be worth my while to maybe invest a bit more into boosters on people who can use them for elements, of course. Oh, good timing. We do have a lot of water damage. No, I didn't actually need to heal there. I've never actually seen this break. Alright, let's just poke this boy, this lady. I was gonna say this boy, but that's not a boy at all. Let's poke him a little bit further. So, first turn for Ifrit is always going to be Ultimate Hellfire. And of course, Ifrit does have higher defenses, so we are going to be dealing considerably less damage to Ifrit. Sex does not care for all these effects. They're like, come on, you don't usually do this. I can't handle this. It's a bit much, my dude. The original intention was to save these as much as we can, but I think we actually need damage whenever I can afford it. Right now, it seems defensively we are actually in a very good situation. Offensively, we have problems. However, she's still in watered. Very nice. I believe my Shelga is actually worn off, so next time, what's his dude gets a move, we definitely need to get that back on. Yeah, damage is what is lacking here. I just need to get to that final phase, though. Oh shit. Alright, time for the good shit. Here it comes. Piss. Ah, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, shout wore off. I was playing too conservatively. Alright, so that gets her haste back up. Here comes her protect. Next up is the Shelga. Piss! Well, we gotta hope Ramsey will be fine without a protector for a bit. Are you shitting me? Oof, Tyro would have liked a little bit more damage. I don't know if we got the damage. We got the survivability. I don't know if we have the damage. I do have an ace in hole, remember that. And here it comes. I've never seen this side of BlueStacks before. It's fantastic. This is going to be a struggle at the end, 100%. I guess. The last one's coming. Or did we push past it? You know, I can take or leave that one. I think I actually pushed past it. I did not need to hit that Kiraga. I'm kind of very much shaking right now. Yes! Holy shit! Yes! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! Only Super Soul Breaks! Barely! Very much barely! But holy crap! Oh, my heart is still just like... Oh, I can't breathe. So yeah, that is expressly why you focus bonus water damage. That last phase goes on a real long time. My liquid steel's 8. I think half that boss's life bar. Yeah, in element is extremely good. You have seen Noob me, like, I have taken off part of the limiters here. And still, holy shit. Oh my god. I don't have words. Eidolon. Eidolon was fantastic. It was a really good idea. You're gonna... If you can get a haste doggo on somebody who can taunt, that worked really good for the first phase. But Eidolon was fantastic, and the bonus damage was able to just push Ixion past one of the things. Maybe the AI routine thing was wrong and it only does it twice. We'll have to see when the actual English one comes out, because the Japanese one is always kind of iffy. But yeah, that worked out so fucking well. I am so happy. Hoofa! Salute these fine soldiers. Holy shit! Yes! I'm so jazzed right now. Oh. Oh, let's go do a Sid mission. Fucking put this party in a frame and hang it on my wall. Hold up, I'm hitting the right button. Yeah, pizza cake. Alright, so the one thing that we have learned from this 100%, do not take the Gigas armlets. The risk is really kind of not worth it. This is armor. I need to sit down and do torment dungeons now. Holy fuck. Wait a minute. Fuck. I guess we'll put a... You know what? Here's what we'll do. Major fire on him and major... Let's go major water on her, actually. We seem to have gotten hit by the water way more often. At least it was way more obvious. Alright, so it's the general same strategy, just different characters. Hey, this worked out pretty well last time. Yeah. That should be fire. Oh, yeah, let's get this victory lap done, and then go look at some banners. How about? Barely the damage. Holy shit. I'm still shaking, by the way. Like, I'm having trouble cropping these images because my hand is shaking a bit. I don't think I've ever... That might be one of my best videos on this game, ever. Mind you, I had a pretty good combination of abilities for it. I tell you what, when I pulled that liquid steel on Pain, I was like, I'm never gonna use this. Alright. We know the pattern this time around. We want to do that first. And that. Pain should defend. We should take less damage from physical attacks. Because Waka can be in the back row. So that's a thing. Yeah, all the hones I did. That too. I'm going to try and work Shooter into more fights from now on if something is water weak. Because that exists in my repertoire now. What am I going to do now that I beat the first Apocalypse fight? I'm going to beat up a ball of water. Ball of water. I'm going to go fucking lay down. I wonder if you can dual cast Swift Spell. Yes, you can! Thank you, game! Hold up. Right. Though those moves I'm not a fan of. Stop with the counters a bit. Perhaps you should pull, considering that the game is on your side today. I'm really trying to hold on to my mithril. Oh, this is a bit much. Getting a bit more counters than we did in the other version of this fight. Wait, is it not? I miscounted. Yeah, it very much seems that one too many counters is not so good. It also kind of feels like perhaps the strategy does kind of hinge on dual casting in order to progress the fight along a bit much. At least with the setup that I have. I think a better version of this might actually be somebody with what's the word I'm looking for? Mages. But I could super buff physical, so I figured I would go that path. But the counters are real when they start ramping up. Also, if it ever uses ultimate press, that's a big fucker. Might actually be better off investing in spell booster materia instead. Spell blade boosting materia. God, words are hard. Especially when I'm trying to math out this fight in my head while doing the fight. If I can get one Una Medica off, I should be good. Nice. That's gonna help towards that. Alright, it seems like the... No, because it's ice. It's in ice form right now. I'm trying to figure out the pattern to its counters. Jesus Christ. It seems to have gotten faster and very angry. I don't remember this happening last time. Yeah, this is entirely a victory lap. I feel like I've earned just having a good time. Last time I was so scared about the Apocalypse Plus that I wasn't thinking about this fight. Fucking, you know what? You're actually 100% right. Alright, let's dunk this fool. Oh, right. She's not in mode right now. That makes a big difference. Watch this move. This is my secret technique. Fuck it. Everybody just go. Just dunk them. Just fuck them up. What a terrible soul break. All right. Doable. I just had to wait another turn. That would have been fine. I'm just ready to go lay down. These are, of course, ultimate double pluses, so... I mean, your best relics are SSBs. Same. Let's look at some banners. Alright, so... First up, Double Edge is Titus's Limit Chain Break. It's a water limit chain. I think it hits like 11 times. You know the deal. We enter Limit Chain mode. And any water attack ups the thing. This is a bit harder to use than the Lightning one because, one moment. Water is sort of a rarer element. Also, Yuna's BSB-1 isn't bad because of the nice resistance boost it has on it. Yuna's USB. I'm going to be frank here. This is probably the worst USB out there because it's re-raise. Or it... I don't know. It's still pretty good. Restore a large amount of HP to all allies. Raise... I dropped my fucking stress ball. Come back here. Where'd it go? Where the fuck did that thing go? That thing fucking took off. I'll have to find it later. Anywho. Yeah, it's raise, not re-raise. My mistake. So, large amount of HP to all allies, raise KO'd people, restore a moderate amount of their stuff, last stand haste. It's all right. The problem is, it still suffers from the reviving dead people part, which is a big part of it, in that they don't have Sentinel Grimoire, they don't have any defensive buffs, they don't have any offensive buffs, so they're just sitting there. They're not really going to do much for you. That's the part of it that makes me rank it lower than the other USBs. Healer one specifically. Warblade is Aron's burst. 5 hit enter in fire. 4 hits on the first command, 2 hits, and a attack up, defense down on the second command. A pretty standard attacker. It's nice because it's fire. Fire is a pretty common weakness. Lulu's Robes, which I think is her second PSB. 10 magic, ice, fire, water attacks. Command 1 is ice and fire. Command 2 is ice and water. Keeps with her whole being ice-based thing. It's a lesser version of Shantoto's because she doesn't in ice. Which just sort of continues the tradition of Lulu getting worse relics than other people. Sorry, Lulu. Your relics are kind of bad. At least it's not a doll this time. That said, if you get this, don't feel bad because it's still a pretty good workhorse of a break. It's just not as good as somebody else's. However, if say you were going with a boss that changes its weakness between ice, fire, and water, that'd be pretty handy. Or if there was a really hard boss that, I don't know, was weak to ice and water, hey, fucking... Her commands are reflectable. That does give her a bit of an advantage over other things, however. No, it doesn't. It fucking gives her no advantage, yeah. Her commands being reflectable is fucking garbage. I'm sorry, like, it really is. A whole nice thing about a lot of mage breaks is that it gets through reflect. Either way. Speaking of bad Lulu relics, yes, like I said, the burst is good if you get it. I wouldn't aim for it though. Actually, who knows? Actually, it's a fine mage burst. It's just like in the vacuum of comparing it to Shantoto's, it's worse. Icy Smile is an in ice. That's all right. The fact that it's a Mog is kind of shitty because it's just her and Tyra that can use it. But the break is okay. Thief Costume. Temporarily raise the attack magic of all allies a moderate amount and remove delay from actions. Hello, yes. Good. Yes, yes, yes. This is really nice. This will get a lot of stuff out very quickly. You know, you raise everybody's attack magic and then throw out a bunch of attacks. Very nice for Riku, though Riku has a very odd skill set. But she can be a dancer and do this, so that's pretty nice. Warrior's Glove. We saw enough of this tonight. Liquid Steel is a fantastic 6-hit water attack that in waters on a very good character. A very good character with a very good skill set of 5-star Spellblade, 5-star Knight. I like Pain. She's an underappreciated character, but she's actually really good. She's Delita before Delita existed. And again, Liquid Steel is very nice. It's a good workhorse. I wouldn't pull for it, but if you get it, keep it in mind. High Summoner Robe is great for mages. Reduce casting time, raise everybody's magic, and grant them mage regen. Add a haste from a different source onto this, maybe Unite BSB, and you got the makings of a very good mage team. High Summoner Staff is, of course, the opposite. It is a damage attack. Fire, 7 fire hits, and infused with fire. Very, very nice. Again, fire is a very, very common weakness. Also true. We learned that way back during the 13 event. Pain is a 5-star Spellblade, 5-star Knight with gun access. That really comes in handy at times. But Wandering Flame, as I said, 7 hits, infused with fire. Fire is a very common weakness, so that's very, very nice. Also, note that there is no unique item on this. Welcome to the new banner structure. Unique items don't exist anymore. It's all super, bursts, and 2 6-star abilities. Overall, this banner's alright. I wouldn't pull on it, personally. Lulu's a very good workhorse if you land it. The reflecting is a little annoying, but just don't cast reflect. Actually, honestly, how often does that come up? Magician's Mog is meh. Thief's Costume is very nice. I really like that. It can start up some crazy stuff. Warrior's Glove is a workhorse. High Summoner's Robe can really set up some shit. And Summoner's Staff is good if you get a fire weak enemy. It's a good banner, but I don't like the 6 stars that are on it, so that's why I wouldn't pull for it. The other one, however, we got Blitz King, which is Jet's OSB. It does more damage based off the amount of Soul Break gauge you have. You kind of have to combo this with a Wrath and Trust user because like it seriously caps out at 3 bars. Like that's when he gets his max damage. It's not like, okay, at 2 bars he gets his max damage. No, it's at 3 bars. So you do have to kind of hold out to get max damage on this. Though it does hit 2 Weaknesses, fire, pretty common, and dark, not as common, but has been cropping up quite a few times lately. It's a weird one. Pain's Guise is Pain's Burst. 6 water, earth, wind attacks to all targets and dispel them. Hell yes, AoE Dispel is very handy. This deals more damage for each Spellblade ability the user has used. So they really want you to go that Spellblade path with her. We got Water Wind on command 1 and Water Earth on command 2. So here is your Spellblade physical version of the Lulu thing. The Dispel makes it very nice. Like, the Lulu thing was just hits, though it was 10 hits opposed to the 6 here. And these are less common weaknesses in Water, Earth, and Wind. But I cannot disregard AoE Dispel. That is situationally useful, but very useful when it comes up. Also, this is AoE. This is AoE as opposed to single target, like Lulu's. Halberd. Kimahri's Burst is Aqua Breath. 6 physical water attacks and Imperil Water. The first one is 4 water hits and heals an ally based on their max HP. And the second one is 2 water hits, restore one ability use to the ability with the fewest remaining uses. So that's a restore on him. It's a very supporty thing while also dealing damage. Also, these are all ranged attacks, which is very nice. One moment. Which is very nice on Kimahri. All things aside, this is pretty good, though Kimahri does have a very awkward moveset nowadays. Though Dragoon did get buffed, which makes him quite a bit better. I actually don't know his skill set anymore. It's been so long since I've used him. Razzmatazz, a very early burst, but an okay one at that. 5 AoE water hits in water, 4 single targets, 2 AoE, very standard, but if you get a water weak enemy, it's very nice. This is actually extremely good as a roaming warrior for the 12 stuff. I really should have done that on the video, but yeah, you live and you learn. Jet's Guise is, well, it's Dark Booster. That's very nice. Yeah, it's a very good Imperil Burst. Combo it with Titus's Burst, and that's really rude. Jet's Blade is 5 physical dark, and raise all allies attack a large amount. And it's an offensive shout without the haste. Force Knuckle. 6 hits, temporarily lower attack and resistance, and raise attack and resistance on the caster. A very nice stacking debuff. I like that one. Twin Lance. 5 hits, Magic Blink. Magic Blink is always good, though again you're taking Kimahri in this case, but very nice for Sid missions, if you can work him in. Let me tell you about the Chaos Rod. Miracle Veil is the best Super Soul Break Medica out there, hands down. We've seen it a lot. It's super good. Sin's Fang. 7 range hits to 1 target and temporarily raise the party's crit. It's pretty good. Jet has a very good moveset, so that complements him very well, especially if you execute on the monk version of him. Overall, I like this banner better. The Kimahri relics, if you had to twist my wrist, are probably the misses on here. But that's more because you have to use Kimahri than the relics themselves. If you find a nice niche for Kimahri, for instance, this Imperil does work pretty well with Water Jump. Yeah, you can work that too, and I really did not see a miss on this banner. Maybe the Twin Lance, because it's not too special, but Magic Blink is still fantastic. But yeah, a very, very good banner. I would say pull on this one if you had to pull. But really, that is what you're aiming for, isn't it? The other one's more magic-based, this one's more physical-based. Oh, shit. Oh, it's ice jump, not water jump. Also, I'm not really expressing because, just gonna do that. I was hoping it was the BSB, actually. Not gonna lie. Hey, that's really nice synergy. I have a really good synergy spear for 10 now. Also, I never boosted these things up. Yeah, let's just click this button right here. Yeah, that's all right. Well, that was a fucking stream. Let's do an outro. 2 hours. Hokey fuck. So, that was the FF10 event. First Apocalypse Plus, and I could not have asked for a better run of it. That was so fantastic. Really happy about that. Next week, we have Final Fantasy IV, and to my understanding, a even harder Apocalypse Plus. So, I'll see you next time.